Hey yo, so like I'm on Facebook the other day, and like I'm spying on like my ex-girlfriend from kindergarten and shit. Her birthday just passed, and like she went to a strip club for her birthday. But for whatever reason, like she thought it was a good idea to upload pics of her licking a random stripper's booty. Now, me being the compassionate person I am, I comment on her picture and I tell her how stupid and how idiotic and foolish that shit is. So I was like, look, like what if your mother or your boss or baby Jesus, like he see these pictures, like this is the person you want to be remembered as, like the person that's just licking random people's booties. So then she delete like the picture and then the comment, and then she re-upload that shit. Like that shit crazy. Like I can't even believe like I went out with this woman. Like I know it was in kindergarten and shit, so like we couldn't tell like who was gonna be who. But like if you're gonna lick someone's booty, that should be in the privacy of your own home. Like I ain't knocking you. Like if you want to lick people's booties, that should be between you and a man or a woman, depending on your preference. But to take that shit and to put it on Facebook and then like try to get like giggles and eyes out of it, like we've reached a different level of stupidness. Now I know stupidness isn't a word. Excuse my stupidness for saying that shit, but that's just idiotic. Like another thing that be pissing me off more is all these idiotic whores that be like admiring like Marilyn Monroe. Like, are you kidding me? Like this, she was a prostitute. Like, and she was a stripper. On top of that, she fucked niggas to get a job. Like, and I told someone like I don't understand like why people be in Maryland, like they be admiring Marilyn Monroe, like she's a glorified whore. And on top of that, like it was controversial for me to call a whore. Like we've reached that level of society. Like, oh, Peter, just because she sleep with a man for food, don't make her a hoe. Like you don't know why she was sleeping with that man for that food. Like, first of all, like UPS was probably hiring. You understand what I'm saying? Like she didn't have to sleep with anyone for food. Like I'm not sleeping with a man for food right now, and I'm hungry. You feel me? Like I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna buy some food. Like so clearly, like everyone's just so like brainwashed or whatever. Like that shit's out of line. On top of that, Marilyn Monroe wasn't even a pretty woman. Like she was a regular ugly whore. Now people will say like, "Yo, Peter, look at her pictures." That's not real, my man. Like she spent hours and hours and hours in front of the mirror trying to perfect her image for 1 minute. Like shit, my nigga, I could look like a beautiful bitch right now, my nigga. If you gave me 2, 3 years to practice in front of a mirror, getting my poses right and all that extra shit. Like you could read the art of seduction and learn about her life, my nigga. Like on top of that, like mad ignorant hoes be posting that like that idiotic quote on Facebook, like oh like if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Like Marilyn Monroe killed herself. So apparently she couldn't even handle herself at her worst. And this is the person you want to look up to? Get the fuck out of here. You deserve some real role models like this Oprah, there's Condoleezza Rice. And on top of that, there's Mother Teresa. Like, I'm not knocking women role models, but you can't just look up to a hoe and expect me to condone that shit. Like, oh yeah, you have a hoe for a role model? Like, yo, props to you. Like, that's never gonna happen because I'm a real nigga. And on top of that, like, niggas already know, like, when you quote Marilyn Monroe, they already know the type of women you are. But most of the times, niggas just gonna entertain that shit to fuck you. And then you think that shit's reality. Like, most of these niggas already know what it is. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm just giving you the heads up. And if you feel offended by this video, good. Good. I'm happy.